Hello everybody, my name is KingStix and today I'm going to be coaching 4H Ringo. If you guys want coaching, look down the description below for details and pricing. So starting off, you are a Silver 5 player. You don't really play much rank, playing mostly normals. Whenever you're really low elo or new to the game, I highly recommend this, playing mostly normals. There's no point in grinding out ranked games since ranked games inherently aren't as fun. They're more stressful and people are typically meaner in ranked. Also, it's harder to learn in ranked since you're trying to win. I'm glad to see you playing lots of normal games, and it looks like you only have 10 ranked games with not a very good win percent since you are newer to the game. I would suggest at the start only playing one thing in lower elo. You can typically get your primary role no matter what. As long as you're only doing 2 roles max, it looks like you're being an ADC and a jungler, that is okay. I would highly recommend you keep playing normals and avoiding ranked until you feel like you have a better grasp of the game. Now, taking a quick scroll through, I see you play a lot of bot games, which is fine. It's good for learning. A lot more people need to do it that I've seen. And you're taking Fervor of Battle. You don't want to take Fervor of Battle on tank champions. Warwick really needs Fervor because he's highly auto attack based. On someone like Sejuani, you're going to always want to take Courage of the Colossus or Stoneborn Pact. I mean, Stoneborn Pact is okay on more because of her snare, but you should really be taking Thunderlords if you want kills and going Windspeaker if you're playing in really high elo. Once again, on someone like Blitzcrank, he's a burst champion. You can either build Blitzcrank kind of tanky or bursty. Since you did go for tank, you should go for Courage of the Colossus. If you want to get more kills in lane, you can go with Thunderlords instead. But taking Fervor on Blitz doesn't really benefit you because he's more about casting spells rather than constant auto attacks. And that's what Fervor is based on. You have to hit enemy champions, not minions. Taking a look at your items, they look fine. Thornmail Rush is ambitious, especially against the Darius, because Darius always builds Black Cleaver. It can be very difficult to stack armor against the Darius because his one stack of his passive on you will completely melt all of your armor. His little bleed out stack will apply all the stacks of the Black Cleaver. But I do think going for the Thornmail is a good choice since they have Evolution, Volibear. You're going to be mitigating their healing, which is nice. Going straight into Vistage, that's okay. They have lots of AP, smart choice. And then you're finishing your Titanic Hydra after, which is totally fine, into Gargoyle's Stoneplate. Now, one thing I really don't like seeing, never sell your jungle item like that. This is giving you 20% bonus HP, a bunch of health, and a massive burn passive constantly. And it's giving you red smite. Never sell it to buy a different item as the jungler. Keep this. Buy Gargoyle Stoneplate after, but never sell this. You're actually losing gold and getting rid of a really good item. Every time you sell an item, you usually lose about 50% of its total value or more. All right, for your leveling order, the first 3 levels are fine. Then you level Q, which you're not supposed to do. Then you level W. Then you go for ult. Then you do W, Q. Don't do that. Get Q, W, E, then max your W, then max your Q, then E. And of course, take points in your ult whenever you can. So level 6, 11, and 16. But don't go back and forth maxing Q, W, W, Q kind of stuff. That's not really worth it. I have lots of videos explaining the rationale behind why W max is much stronger and Q max is shit unless you're playing top lane Warwick. If you're interested, go check out those videos. They're very in-depth. All right, looking at your runes are fine. Against an enemy team like this that has a lot of AP, I would probably take Scaling MR blues instead of cooldown reduction. I mean, you do you. I don't like the flat health. Warwick has so much sustain in the jungle with his passive and Q. There is zero reason to take flat health. You take scaling health 100% of the time, and your quints are fine. Your masteries look great. It looks like you copied those perfectly. Since you are a newer player to the game and a newer jungle, playing Warwick is definitely a great choice. He has great sustain in the jungle, so you won't die even if you're really bad. He has great kill potential, 1v1 potential, and pick potential, so I do think you are making a great choice by playing him, and he's going to benefit you overall as you keep learning the jungle and play different champions, because you also learn how to counter invade and stuff like that since he can beat most junglers. All right, let's get into the gameplay. You get out of base at a good time. You're going to start out with your Q. I like it. I'm surprised your team's following you here. I assume you typed something. Now, you actually don't want your teammates to come with you, especially since this is lower elo. Most likely Darius is in a bush over here, or he's at his turret. And since this is lower elo, he's most likely not over here. So once you do actually move up to this bush, you don't want your teammates to come any farther, because if they get all the way up in here and they come to their lane, like really deep like that, then enemy laner is going to know something's up. So just keep that in mind. Like, it's okay for you to wait here and maybe try to come in this bush and cheese a kill. But for someone like Volibear, his level 1 clear sucks balls. So he can't solo a buff. So you're going to assume he's going to start over here with his bot lane, start blue buff. Worst case scenario, he's starting red buff with Darius, but that'd be very rare. Let's see what happens. I'm honestly really curious. So you come up here. You come at a decent time, 143. Mundo shouldn't have stayed. You ping him off. Say, Mundo, get the fuck out of here. See, now, if Darius has half a brain, he's like, first of all, he's thinking, why is Mundo missing HP? And why is Mundo coming from this direction? Like, Mundo should have been coming from here or from here, like this way. He shouldn't be coming from here. So if Darius has half a brain, he'd say something. Just keep that in mind. So you don't want to get a leash there. You laid your ward, which is great. Okay, so we still have our smite. You're going to hit the plant, go into the bush. Okay, you're not going to pull it into the bush, but you get the blue buff. I personally killed the blue buff. Your Q does more damage to blue buff since it has more HP. It does damage maximum HP. I usually don't smite the blue buff. I just kill it normally. Then I smite the Gromp and take it. It goes a little bit faster. The blue buff also has more HP, so you get more time to use your attack speed of your W. So right now, you don't have to look at this. You can just kill it. Whenever your Q's up, you can quickly turn over and hit it if you need to. But even if you're looking at this screen right here, you need to have your eyes. You can even hover your cursor over the Gromp so you can just press Q without having to actually do anything. You can just leave it here and press Q whenever it's up. But you need to have your eyes glued to the mini map so that way you can take advantage of your ward. So if you were paying attention, you would have seen Volibear. And you know he's level 2. He has blue buff, so you know he came from this side of the map. And now you can press tab and see exactly how much CS he has. Since I'm in a spectator mode, I can already see his CS, but you would have had to press tab and then it would now show you since you've seen him. And you see he has 4. Well, let's use our brains here. Blue buff is 1 CS. We know he took blue buff. And then there's another 3. So that means he took wolves. Yeah, so you know his Gromp is still up. And he hasn't taken raptors. So from this logic, you can finish taking Gromp. You can take your wolves and go straight to your red. There's nothing you have to do here. You just needed to look at him to get the information of where he's been and where he's going. Volibear's next move is to mindlessly farm his jungle, or if he was really smart, he would probably come down here to your red. Thing is he can't 1v1 you at all, so he's kind of just fucked at this point. Now on your mini map, you went straight from that to your red, which is fine. I mean, you would have had time to do your wolves because Volibear is such a slow clear, but going straight to your red is playing it safe. And pull it, you can just hit it once if you want, and just pull it over to the bush. You need to get into the bush to make sure he's not watching, because a lot of times, especially in lower elo, enemy junglers will they'll wait in bushes and smite it from you. It's kind of funny. This is a big mistake. You've already counter jungled, you fucked him, you got your jungle. You're already level 3 after red. Don't mess around with these Krugs, there's no point. You need to go gank mid or top. So what I would do right now, since I just got my red, I would probably go take Scuttle, come up behind Azir to gank him, say, hey, Veigar, don't push, and look. Azir's pushing. This will be a free gank. After here, you're level 3, double buffs, get Scuttle, come up on Azir. Don't waste your time on these. You're just mindlessly power farming. It's a really bad habit to get into. Now you're doing Raptors. You don't need to. You're healthy enough to gank and have double buffs. Should have ganked mid. We see Volibear on the map. He doesn't know what he's doing. If you want, you could go take his Krugs if you couldn't gank top. But since Darius is so pushed, I would just come gank. Mid's also open. You just need to choose a lane to gank, dude. You finally got your team out. It's great. Back into farming. You can't gank top or mid right now. Their lane is missing. You could actually fight him right now because look, your mid laner is pushed really hard. You need to be looking around on the mini map. You see Veigar's all the way up here. So logically, even if he didn't have a lot of minions, Veigar could get to you faster than Azir could get to you because you can see them on the mini map. So you could actually fight him right now. I know he does have 2 kills, but you could honestly probably still beat him as long as you use your E properly. You need to activate your E, dog. You didn't use your E. If you want to activate your E, it'll make you take less damage for 2.5 seconds. It'll also fear them for a second afterwards. So go ahead and activate that in the future. Since Volibear is dead, now is a good time to take Dragon. Vhagar did just die, so it's a little dangerous. He would have needed to play safer for that to be an easier choice. Now that you are level 6, go gank mid. This is so free. This is a free gank. Vhagar can throw down his E and Azir can't get through it, okay? He's either going to have to use his flash or die. So just come in, he'll waste his flash, then you can come back like 10 seconds later. But you have your ult, so blow his flash and kill him. You're just doing a little bit too much power farming. Whenever your ult is up, or whenever there's an easy gank, do the gank. Or power farming. Gank top. Look. Darius is pushing in Mundo. Mundo can't fight Darius at all. Darius is a lot stronger 1v1, especially since Mundo is melee. So you'd be really good right now to go top. You could even use the plan if you want. Go right into the bush, activate W and go get him. I'd like to see that. So you're coming mid when no one was even here, which was weird. But luckily Volibear does show up. Just go walk at him, dude. So Vhagar throws down his E. You're walking other direction. Not quite sure where you're going. You just need to be looking on the mini-map, dog. At the mini-map is all the information you need. So Darius is here. Since he's right here in the lane, do you honestly think this is going to work? Look, you and him are both on the same plane. Whenever you gank, if you can, you want to get behind them. That way they have to walk through you. So in the future, just walk around. It'll be a lot better gank. So Darius is bad, so he just goes in anyways. Activates his pull to start with, which is stupid. Now, oh geez. Yeah, that's a very simple mistake. So you're already moving fast. Darius has already wasted his pull, and you have red buff. You can easily close this distance now since you're close and you're moving quick. Run up to him, auto attack, wait till he starts moving away, Q through him with your Eon and fear him back this way. You want to save your ultimate until they waste their flash, because if they're good at all, they will flash your ultimate. So you've wasted your ult, you won't get the kill, and they'll get away. So attack him first since you've already closed the distance, he can't get away. After he flashes, then you use your ultimate. You guys do get the kill, which is good. I'm glad you stayed. Always stay after you kill the laner like this. Push the wave in and get damage on the turret. If you can take turret, that's great. You just got first turret gold. And if not, well, you can come back later and finish it off. Oh man, you guys are fucking this turret up. Yeah, keep killing it. I would turn on Volibear at this point. Yeah, a little bit slow reactions there. So when you guys are breaking this turret and Volibear comes up, he flips you. Right now, you need to be looking close. This turret's going to die in like one more hit. Turn on Volibear. You're going to fuck him hard and he has no Q. But you go for the turret, you stand still, and he gets away. It's fine. At this point, after you've taken a turret's lane, these minions will naturally push because of minion advantage. Not many people know that, so you don't have to really come back here unless Darius is about to break the turret. Now, you want to roam and help your other lanes now that you got this turret. So go bot, help your Fed Jhin, and he'll carry the game. So you should be looking on the minimap when you're running up here. Your ultimate is coming up. It's up right now. Don't ult him yet. Don't know where he is. Okay. This is a situation where you can ult, even though you're moving quick. If one of them hits you, you'll lose your speed. But look where he is. He lined himself up against the wall. He can't move in this direction right here. There's a wall there. Only way he can move is here, here, or here. So as long as you ult this path right here, you'll hit him no matter what. Even if he moves a little bit this way, as long as you put your ult, he has a big enough hitbox to where if he's here, even if you ult, you'll still hit him. So he ults, you run away. It's probably for the best that you ran at that point since Brand was there. Okay, so you walk up on Volibear and he's cucking your camp. You're already behind him. He has to move in this direction to get away. So just cut him off, move right here, okay? Very simple. Cut him off. You can fuck him up, plus Vhagar is here. Now, you're already on him, and your Q has more range than your normal auto attack. So if you couldn't reach him from right here, your Q can. your auto attack can't. So walk up to him first, auto him, wait till he gets out of range of your auto attack, and then Q him. That way you're not wasting damage, and also your Q will bring him to you. So once he's here, you can Q through him and it'll put you behind him so he pretty much can't get away. You use your Q in a bad way where you don't go through him. You also use it too early where he's not even moving away. So now, look, you should have just been auto attacking him, okay, this whole time. Now that he's moving this way and he slowed you, imagine if you Q through him now. You'd be right here and he'd still have to walk through you. He'd be so fucked. And you use your ult way too late after he's already gotten away. It's a shame. Don't be too greedy with that ult. If you hold on to it too long like that, you might not get a chance to use it. Darius is dead. Like I said, this turret's already down. Don't come back here. Look on the map. This turret's also low on health. And Jin's ahead. Come back here. These are free kills. Keep Jin ahead. Don't let him die. Don't let them get the bounty gold. I hope this stuff is making sense. I know you're a newer player, but I hope what I'm saying is like making sense to you. You need to go to your Jin. Your bot lane is the key. This should be a free dragon. Azir comes in for some reason. Your ultimate is up. Just keep walking at him. He's low on health. A little bit premature ult. You could say, oh, I was trying to save Zillion, but Zillion had his ult on, so Zillion can't even die. So, bit of a premature ult there. Probably could have just ran up to him and autoed him. Now you don't have your ultimate for this fight. If you had it, that would have been great. Oh. Wow. Okay, so you've already gotten 2 kills over here. Low health, low mana, low health. Okay, you're all low. Don't stay, just run. If Mundo wants to be a dumbass and fight Volibear, let him be a dumbass. You can even see on the minimap Lucian's coming up here. That's a bit of a dangerous maneuver. So just get out of here. Go farm your jungle if you need to, or go back. You stay. You weren't looking on your minimap, and you're dead. Just a classic case of not looking on the minimap, my friend. Believe me, look on your minimap whenever you're not doing anything. So if you're just walking around mindlessly farming a camp, give it a look. Whoa, shit. Good lord. So you Q through him, great. I'm glad to see that. The Q through him was good. Now you're behind him. He's in a bad spot. You need to be mindful of where the enemies are, though. So you need to, like, if they start collapsing and Veigar doesn't follow up, you need to back off. So just keep an eye out. You're not using your E, though. Like, whenever they're getting away like that and you're about to Q through them, activate your E, Q through them, and then fear them back this way. Oh, you missed ult. That was just a misclick, I assume. At this point, you can't fight. You don't have ult, and it's a Darius. I would just back off. Pull it into the bush. They even just warded it. You need to hit this and walk over here. It will follow you since you hit it. Volibear derps into the camp. Fuck. Darius. Dude, I haven't seen you use your E like a single time this game. Your E's still up. It'll make you take less damage for 2.5 seconds. It's kind of like using an exhaust. Like, you need to use that whenever you're in a fight and they're about to do a bunch of damage to you, or if you're trying to slow someone down and fear them for your team or for you to kill them. Alright. You guys killed Bran. Darius comes in. You have your ultimate. I don't know if this was a misclick, but never use your Herald like this. If someone sees you while you're using Herald, it'll cancel it and you'll lose it forever. You finally use your E. Holy crap. Ult. I don't know. You're not using your abilities, so you have to be mindful of when your abilities are up and how to use them. Your ultimate's up. You were splitting bot. Look, there's 3 of them here. Best case scenario, you get 1 kill and you die. Worst case scenario, you die and get nothing. Don't do it. Okay, you back off. That's good. Like I said, 1v3, no point in going in on that. Finally, you got your Thornmill going, you got your tabbies. One thing I will say, if you do rush tabbies since they have a lot of AP, I would like to see you go tabbies into Vistage, or go for your tabbies and then go for your locket after you have your Cinderholt. You need to activate your E before you Q through him, that way you can fear him. Oh man, finish him. Finish him. He's so low and you ran away from him. That was a really free kill. Chase his ass down. Nice. This is such a fiesta. This is the elo where Warwick can really shine. People don't respect him. He's also really easy to jungle with since he's such high HP. Your ultimate is up. Q smite it. Oh, your smite's down. I would honestly stop attacking it and wait till my smite's up, because if someone could have flashed and stolen Baron. Try to do Baron whenever your smite's up. If it's not, try to avoid it. Good thing you guys got it though. Activate E. Not quite sure why. I guess you just wanted to get to him and then fear him. Use your ult. A bit of a waste of both ult and fear, in my opinion. Just finish running him down. If you can't get him, you can't get him, but don't waste your ult. Turn on to the Lucian. I feel like you're using a trackpad or something, because you'll stop moving a lot. Like after you do a command, a move command, you click, and someone dies who you clicked on, you'll just like stop moving. You need to use the mouse. Chase him down, it's good. Q through him, dude. Whenever they're moving away from you, Q through them. You'll be behind them and they'll have to walk through you. Don't just Q. Hold down the Q so you'll Q through them. Look, you guys have Baron buff. 2 people are dead. Don't go into your jungle and farm. You need to get out of the map and help your most fed person on your team, which is your AD carry. Right now, look, 12 kills. So get out on the map, Baron buff. Some of them are dead. You need to push in a lane, take inhibitors. Don't go back in your jungle and farm though. So you're finally coming with the most fed person on your team, which is the Jhin. It's probably smurfing. Most likely a gold player. Man, the only good person on the enemy team is Azir, and even then. So you're waiting for your team. Right now you need to be careful. You don't see anyone on the minimap. Wait for your ADC, pill for him, and you win. Very simple. He's fed. That's the way the game works. Get your ADC ahead, pill for him, you win. Very easy. You really shouldn't be up here by yourself. When Darius shows up, don't use your ult yet. Activate your E to take less damage. Auto attack Q him. Your ult was way too soon. Nice, you got him still. I mean, it's whatever. If you guys were behind, that would be a good trade, because whenever you're behind and you trade gold, it's good because it dilutes how much farther ahead they are. But whenever you're ahead and you trade in gold, there's no point, because it's just letting them back into the game. So just, like I said, group with your ADC and get free wins. Going for Dragon again, I like it. Unfortunate they were all Ocean Drakes. Darius is out of position. You ult him. That ult was fine. I'm okay with it. You stopped him from flashing if you did have flash. You didn't. Just stick with your ADC. Don't go back into your own jungle right now. Baron is coming up. Darius is dead. You can't Baron because your ult's down and so is your smite. But you can clear that top wave. Your team's doing shit without you. Look on who's dead and who's not. You guys could Baron after you kill him. That ult was fine. You chased him down. I would honestly do Baron right now. Mundo does a lot more damage than you think. Inhibitor is open though. Baron or Inhibitor is a fine choice. Keep an eye on your mini-map. Darius comes up behind you. You can see this right now because I have Fog War set to where I see your vision. Look on the mini-map. You need to back off at this point. Oh, you guys are fucked. I probably would have left Zillion at that point if I could, but it was just an unfortunate situation. It was a good flank by Darius. Ping back your teammates right now. You don't want them to get caught out. This Jhin is just tearing them up, man. Look, wow. So fed. So like I said, go back to your ADC. You guys could take Baron, you're so far ahead. You could take Inhibitors, you're so far ahead. You just need to group with your team. There's no point split pushing on a champion like Warwick, my man. Especially not when you're ahead. Split pushing is for behind teams or if you're Tryndamere. Look who's dead, who's not. Veigar's dead. It's a 5v4, so you need to play this smart. If you don't pill for Jhin, you're going to lose if they get on him. So get off the Baron, ult the Brand, and pill for Jhin. Alright, you get the Baron. Good. You don't use your ultimate. Very disappointing. Your ultimate will heal you a lot too, so try to get that done. Wow. You really like taking dragons, but you don't necessarily like peeling or grouping. That's one good thing is your objective taking in terms of dragons is pretty good. You're getting them. You find yourself away from your team. Everyone else is over here. And Jin's dead, so you really shouldn't be here right now. Just get out. You stay, you're all by yourself, so of course, probably gonna die. Yep. Just group with your team, my man. You're a tank fighter. You're not Tryndamere or Nasus. You can't just mindlessly split push and win. Very few champions can do that. Mom spaghetti, it's ready. Come on, my man. We're going down here again. Go run straight to the fight. They have like inhibitors open. You might as well get there and pill for Jhin. So we're gonna come down here. We're gonna shove this in. Jhin is gonna die. So is Veigar. At this point, we can't stay here any longer. More of them are alive. More of us are dead. I will just pull back and do my jungle at this point. There's nothing I can do. You sold your jungle item, like I said, never do that. Especially once you have the Cinder Hulk, that's a really bad idea. Once again, your team's over here and you're constantly moving away from them. You need to play around the most fed person on your team and not constantly try to split push when you're ahead. While you split pushing, you're making your team fight 4v5. If the enemy team were good, they should rape your team 5v4. It shouldn't even be close. So then your team would be dead, maybe one of them would be dead, and then you'd lose. So you shouldn't really be over here. Your team is so far ahead though that they're apparently winning 4v5, which is crazy. And you win the game. Congratulations, my friend. Props to you for the win. Alright, Runes Masteries, all that stuff is fine other than those Flat health, get that flat health out of here. Take scaling health on your skills. For your items, never steal your jungle item, especially once you have Descender Hulk. That's just foolish. Once you're level 3 and you have double buffs, you need to be looking for ganks on Warwick. Stop power farming. And when you come in for the ganks, try to come in behind the enemy. So if it was mid lane, you'd come in over here behind them typically. Or if they're pushed, you could just come in through this bush over here. For the top laner, same thing. A lot of times you were lazy and you'd wait. You'd come right through here instead of walking around behind him. But yeah, main thing is you need to play around the most fed person on your team, which would be the Jhin in this case. You need to pill for him, make sure he's doing good, he has no complaints, let him do all the work. It's that easy. And like I said, second thing, make sure you're ganking once you're level 3 with double buffs. But split pushing, especially when you're ahead, very bad idea on Warwick. Just group with your team. And that's pretty much all I have to say. If you guys are interested in coaching, pricing, and details, look down in the description below. It's all down there for you. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingStix, and I'll catch you next video.